Gold and silver has started the week on a slightly flat note with a modest bearish bias, you can say, as of now. So, what to expect from gold and silver today? Which position you should take in order to profit? We will see with the help of charts and indicators. This is the first update for the day. The next update on these two precious metals will be released before the US session. Do watch that as well. And yes, do like, share, subscribe, and comment, friends. Your every like, share, and comment is a great appreciation, support, motivation for me to deliver on time every time to the best of my abilities. Also, press the bell icon in order to get the live notifications. At the same time, you can be part of my free Telegram channel in order to get the live update. The link is mentioned in the channel and video description. First, we'll look into silver, followed with gold. Watch till the end. Now, look at silver on the hourly chart. See, consistently it has yielded lower highs, lower lows. And looking at this bearish channel, it appears 2340, 2335 zone is going to be a great support for silver for today. Right now, it is getting a downward pull after a bit of retracement and it is continuing its downward move here. So I will watch out how it behaves at around 2340-30 zone. This is going to be a first and very strongest support below which, see, as long as 2320 is respected, the bearishness, I will say, is not there. But once it drops below 2320, further bearishness is going to prevail. If you just connect the highs here and if you connect the lows here, you will find, just eliminate this, you will find, yes, there is going to be a good support at around 2330 40 first and 2320 ultimate, below which further bearishness is going to take it below 23 levels as well. So yes, 2320 is something I will be looking forward to, which is going to be a good indication that silver is trying to trade bearish from here. If you look at a stochastic, this is looking downwards, staying bearish, while MACD is divergent. MACD is bearish, and look at first cycle, second cycle started. The red part is continuing here. It can continue towards zero, which means fewer more candles, 23, 40, 30 zone, and then a recovery can be expected. RSI looking down and sign indicating slight bearishness there. Coming to 2-hour charts for silver. Now on the 2-hour charts for silver, see, this is the broader channel. We saw the minor channel there. On the broader part, you can find out, see, 23 here is going to be the next support here. So first support zone at 23 40 30, which is definitely going to be a very strong support. Below that 23 20 and then 23. If silver any point of time drops below 23, you can say the bears are there and it is going to drop heavily on the downside. Now look at moving average. See, prices are divergent from the moving average. It has converged toward moving average. Now this is the zone where we may see a very good support for silver here. In fact, till towards 100 period moving average, and thus in between 23 20 23 40 zone is where we should be very careful for silver. It can bounce back from around those levels. Stochastic is at bottom. MACD is crossed over and trading with divergence and bearishness. And if you look at the movement on MACD, you will find first wave, second wave, third wave initiated here, and it can possibly yield fewer more red candles here before looking forward to an up move. RSI looking downwards, trying to stay bearish, coming to 3. Likewise, on the 3-hour chart, see, prices were divergent from the 20 moving average. It is trying to converge towards 20-50-100. You can find out both. All the three are placed in between 2330, 2350 zone, and thus this zone is going to become a very good support levels. Yes, this is the second red candle here after yielding higher highs. Possibly we may see couple or more red candles from here. At the same time, remember 40-30 zone is going to remain the great support for silver for today. Stochastic is oversold. MACD has crossed over here. This is the first red candle. This suggests that we can see further red candles from here, taking it towards 2330, 2320 zone as well. RSI looking downwards, trying to stay bearish, coming to 4-hour. Likewise, on the 4-hour chart, see, rise retracement prices are divergent from the moving average, trying to converge towards 2340 is going to be the first support, then 2330, and then 2320. And as long as 2320 is respected, they are good great support and ultimately $23 level. So yes, even if silver continues its downward journey, we should definitely be observing how it behaves at around $23 levels, which is going to be a good great support. Stochastic has come to the bottom there, while MACD is willing to cross over again for a selling entry. Let's see if it crosses over here. RSI looking downwards, trying to stay bearish, coming to the daily. Now look at daily charts. The candle started and achieved the highs at around 2360, which is also a greater resistance. We have noted this earlier many a times, and this again going to remain a great resistance here. So yes, a buying entry is only about 2360. Even if it stays above 2360, I will be looking forward to 2380 as the first resistance, and then we might be looking at $24 levels. Beyond 2380, definitely more bulls will be seen here in silver, and then the prices might fly on the up. Remember, any break beyond 24 for this week, we may be looking at 2450 levels as the first target, and then beyond that, further bullishness. Any breakout beyond 2480-50 is a long term bullish breakout. Remember, if it stays above 25, certainly the bulls are there. Do watch the weekly review for more details on the same. Now, on the down here, you can sell at 2340 levels, but then be careful of 2330, 2320 zone. Very, very strong support and very nearby as well. And hence, if you're taking a sell position at 2340, one has to remain watchful, cautious, alert. Below 2340, little more bearishness will prevail. Below 2320, the bears might aggravate, and below 23 is where it is completely going to stay bearish. So take positions accordingly. Now, also look at the stock stick. This is near to overbought. MACD has crossed over. It is still bullish, and RSI is trying to look downward. So take positions accordingly. Trade with the stop loss. Trade with the trailing stop loss. Now let's have a look at silver. Let's have a look at gold. And before we proceed, if you want to learn this art of trading, you should join my mentorship batch. The 26th batch is going to start on 9th of October. Register yourself now itself. Reach out to me for more details. My Telegram and email IDs are mentioned in the channel and video description. Now look at gold on the early chart. Gold on the early charts yielded almost double top here, and with that also it has breached the support at 1924, now trying to move towards the next support at 22. Remember, 20, 18, 15, these are going to remain the greatest support for gold on the downside. As long as 19, 14, 15 is respected, the bears will not be seen. At the same time, once it drops below 19, 14, 15 levels, this time I will be looking forward to 1900 levels and below. So I will be watchful of how it behaves at around current levels. On the hourly chart, it is trading with modest bearish bias, and probably below 22 is where further bearishness may prevail. However, 1920, 1918, 1915 levels are going to remain the great support. The stochastic looking down, MACD is crossed over, trying to trade with slight bearishness here in gold. RSI is also trying to look downwards, trying to stay bearish. Coming to 2 hour chart. Likewise, on the 2 hour chart, the support at 24 is breached here, and with that breach in support, it is trying to trade with a slight bearish bias. I'll be looking forward to now look. If you look at the movement here, this was the consolidation zone between 18 and 22, and this is going to remain the great support here for today. And hence, any drop below this zone, that is specifically 1918, will call for more bearishness. As long as 1918 is respected, I will not treat gold for a sell here. Yes, it is still to be considered in a retracement channel. Now this is a retracement channel. Drop, retracement. The top of this channel is above 32, where the bulls might try to take over. If you look at stochastic, this is at bottom. MACD is again trying to converge crossover for a sell. It is not yet crossed over. Remember, it is still in green, and we all know that this crossover has come at a slightly lower levels, and uh, possibly if it diverges from here, couple or more greener candles certainly will call for the bulls. RSI looking downwards, trying to stay bearish. Coming to 3 hour. Now on the 3 hour charts, after a bit of retracement, first red candle, and then this is second red candle which is started. Possibly this might try to take the prices towards 20 levels, and at that point we will decide how it behaves at around 19, 18, 22 zone. This is going to be a great support zone. Below 18 is where the further bearishness is going to prevail. Now also one must note that, see, gold is trying to create this channel. This is a slight bearish channel. Eliminate this breakout here, and on the downside, the bottom here is below 1910 levels, and in fact we may see 1900 as well if it stays below 1910. Stochastic is at bottom. MACD is already at bottom here, and it is again trying to cross over for sell. You have to be watchful because this crossover is again almost after staying bearish for a while, it is coming. So yes, that is why I say on the downside, the support at around 1822 levels is going to be very strong. RSI looking downwards. Coming to 4 hour chart. Likewise, on the 4 hour charts, even red candle, couple of retracement, another red candle, and you can also note that right now it is still staying in the bullish zone as long as 1920 to 18 zone is respected. The stochastic looking downwards. MACD is still bearish. MACD is still looking down. RSI is also staying bearish here on the 4 hour charts. Now coming to the daily. On the daily charts, one must note that It has started the day on a flat note, 1926, greater resistance here. And see this weekend candle or the beginning candle is was slightly green, and then the bears has taken over. So yes, above 26 we can initiate a buying entry. Above 1926 we can initiate a buying entry, but then we alert for 28, 30, 32. 30, 32 levels, greatest resistance on the upside. Beyond 32 we may see gold flying on the upside. We can take a buying position there at 1926 levels, but then with the caution note that it has to stay above 1932 in order to confirm the rise. Beyond that, the bulls will take over there in gold. At the same time, on the downside, yes, we can initiate a selling entry at 1922. This price has to be below 1922, where one can expect, see, there are going to be good great supports as long as 1918 is respected. Stochastic at bottom, MACD is still in green, and RSI is staying flat. So in between 1922-26, we should not take any position. If we are selling at 1922, be alert for 1918-22 zone, completely a good support zone. It is a slightly riskier trade, and hence we have to trade with caution. Below 1918, we may see further bearishness for 1914-15. And if this is taken over, then yes, it is gold is bound to see a very good drop in the coming sessions, and first target should be at around 1900 and below level. So take your positions accordingly. On the upside, beyond 26, yes, you can buy, but then 30, 32 levels is the first very strongest resistance. Beyond 32 is where the bulls will take over for at least 1940 or 1946 levels. Trade accordingly, trade profitably. Trade with a stop loss, trade with a trailing stop loss. Do like, share, subscribe, and comment. Join my mentorship batch and signals channel. Reach out to me for any of your trading or training queries. My Telegram and email IDs are mentioned in the channel and video description. Thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading day ahead. See you again with the US session update today. Do watch that update for gold and silver as well. Thank you. Have a great profitable trading day again.